Hello, this is David, and today I'm at the Alan Higgs Centre in Coventry for the Kenilworth Masters Swimming Meet 2025. Today I'll be competing in 3 individual races, the 50 and 100 metres freestyle, as well as the 50 metres butterfly, as well as a cheeky 4x50 metre freestyle relay that I'm throwing in for you today as well. So if you give this video a like, I would very much appreciate it. Remember to follow and subscribe for more swimming content, but otherwise, without any further ado, let's dive right into today's competition. So super excited for this one because the pool is pretty fast. I remember having swum here 3 years ago. I managed to get some pretty decent times, and I think it's the first time that I ever went under 30 seconds for a 50 metres freestyle outside of Ponds Forge, Sheffield. So super excited to see how fast I'm going. I think it's going to be a really good benchmark to see where my swimming ability is at right now, and to what extent it's been affected after becoming a father. So super excited for this one, and we lead off with the 50 metres butterfly.
Lane 2. Gave away a bit of distance on the start there. A little clunky on the turn, but not bad. Go on, dig in. Oh, good finish.
So a 31.53 in the 50 metres butterfly, only 0.3 seconds off of the time that I achieved at Masters Nationals 2024. So super thrilled with that swim. Apparently my dive was a little bit to be desired, feedback that I got from my teammates. However, just the race went well. Really happy with that time, considering I haven't done an awful lot of fly training recently. I've been focusing mainly on my freestyle. So to get anywhere close what I achieved last year and in previous years, I'm really happy with. And yeah, just super excited, because it means come this year Masters Nationals, maybe I'm going to improve on last year's time, which would be pretty incredible, and there could be a PB in the bag come October. So thrilled with that swim. Glad to see that my fly swimming hasn't just completely deteriorated. It's there, it's in the region, just got to tweak some things up with my technique, especially off the dive and the turn at the 25 when doing 50 fly short course, but otherwise a race that went incredibly well for me today.
David Westcough, Leeds.
So a 103.21 in the 100 metres freestyle, a time that I'm rather disappointed with today because I know I can do better, and the leading culprit in that was my dive. I absolutely flopped it. I was trying to improve on my previous dives and this one just didn't go at all well. As a result, I went far too deep in the water, and that was pretty much my race over and done with at that point. However, I did manage to come in with a 103.22, which is a reasonable time given the fact that I messed up the dive. So glad to see that my head just didn't completely sink on that. However, definitely think I could have gone faster on that. Other points of technicality, definitely went out too slow. I just didn't feel like I was dying down the last, certainly 25, if not 50, and as a result, probably had a lot more in the tank to give. That was probably me being a bit conservative, given that I haven't done a lot of 100 free swimming recently. So next time I come to do 100 meters free, know that I can go out faster and still come back in good time. I've been concentrating on 50s, so haven't really had the opportunity to practice how hard I go out on a 100 freestyle to see how much energy I come back. So definitely went out too slow today, and yeah, I think I could have done reasonably well today, had both the dive and I went out a little bit faster, but these are all good learning points. Haven't done too much 100 freestyle recently, so I suppose reasonable considering that, but still know that there is more to come in this event for me this year.
Into the third leg we are then. Neck and neck, keep squeezing. We've got here then. We've got Kenilworth Masters Leeds.
Come on, Jamie!
That's East Leeds. These two teams battling out here. In the third leg we are one more 50 metres after this one.
And in the final race of the morning session was the men's 4x50 freestyle relay, and I went in a 28.16 split. I went third, so probably going to be a little bit quicker than what I would do in an individual. However, I was incredibly conservative on the dive and probably waited a lot longer than I had to, so it's probably quite reflective of what I'm currently capable at in a 50 meters freestyle. Naturally, later in the video we'll find out where I'm actually at in an individual 50 meters free, but to do that in a relay, super chuffed with being only 0.21 off of my 50 free personal best. Really gives me motivation going into this 50 free to pull something out the bag and perhaps get a individual personal best. But super race, yeah, no, really happy with that swim, and once again shows that my swimming is there or thereabouts. So now that session one has ended and I have a spare 5 minutes before my next race, I can log my results on Swim Record. Swim Record is an app that allows you to log and review all of your results from your swimming competitions, and the benefit of it is that it's easy and convenient and quick to use, where unlike traditional logbooks, because it's on your phone on an app, it's safe from any accidental times where you get your logbook wet and your entries become illegible because water on paper naturally doesn't go well together. As you can see here, I'm creating a event for today down in Coventry. I am then quickly and easily entering all of my times from today, and I can review it versus my previous results. So that's how I knew very quickly how well I had done in all of my events today versus what I achieved at Masters Nationals back in October 2024, where you get a beautiful graph of all of your times. It's available on App Store, and as of filming this, it's only £2, so really simple and convenient to use. I would well recommend getting this app, and best of all, it pulls out all of your personal best times for you, so you don't have to go trawling through all of your records. It displays it on a simple page for all of the events that you've provided entries for.
Lane 1, Jamie Broadhurst, East Leeds. Lane 2, David Westcough, East Leeds. Lane 3, Rebecca Mann, Birmingham Masters. Lane 4, Charles Smith, OE. Lane 5,
Go on, Jamie!
Kenilworth Masters. Lane 6, Michael Wilson, Warrington. Lane 7, David Westcough, Leeds. Lane 8, Stuart Hurd, Sandwell.
So a 28.38 in the 50 meters freestyle. Apologies, I don't have any race footage of this one, as all of my teammates were also swimming this event, and therefore it's just a little bit difficult for people to start running around and getting footage. So we'll just have to reminisce from the men's 4x50 relay and replay that 50 / just imagine what the 28.38 is. I've actually gone 28.39 before, so maybe I'll just dig that video out and show that as a quasi replacement, because it was nearly the same time. So how did that race actually go? 27.95 is the PB, so just over, is it 0.4? Yeah, 0.4, just over 0.4 seconds slower than my personal best, which is a really good result on the basis that I've essentially had, well, it's not 6 months out of training, but 6 months out of racing, and just having the feel for, yeah, racing and all of that, So a great time considering, and also it was my PB back at the end of 2023, 2 years ago in November. So that obviously shows that my 50 meter freestyle hasn't dropped off a cliff either, although that was probably evident from the relay where I went a 28.16 split. A little bit disappointed to not go faster in this one, actually. I really felt that I had it within me. However, the event was dragging on. This was the last individual event of the competition, and as a result, I could really feel myself draining. I think I had 3 3/4 hours between my, nearly 4 hours actually, between the 100 meters freestyle and the 50 meters freestyle. Quite a lot of that spent on poolside, so losing energy, just feeling drained because of all the heat on poolside. So probably didn't go into it as fresh as I would have liked to have done. There was quite a lot of getting in and warming up again just to loosen off and sort of wake myself up. A classic is I let myself down on the dive once more. For whatever reason, I think I lift my head up slightly once I'd gone under the water, and I could just feel myself decelerating incredibly quickly, or more so than I wanted to, and probably lost quite a bit of time just doing that. So in taking that into account, rather, I think that it's a really good time. I think that I'm getting close to being able to cementing a sub 27, and I think it would have been today had I had been fresh and also not messed up the dive. The turns on a 50 freestyle now, I'm getting really good at cementing. Previously, I had issues with not hitting the wall correctly. However, I seem to be getting a lot more consistent about doing that, which is really good and helping me to cement these low 28 points. However, now I just want to see a few more 27 points and getting lower, because I know that in order to get the 100 meters freestyle under 60 seconds, I know that I'll need to go a 28.5 for that first 50 meters, which probably means that because it's turning into feet as opposed to touching the wall with your arm, I'll need to go a 27.5. So I think that once I hit a 27.5 on a 50 free, then that 100 free sub 60 second should come. Having gone that time in 50 free, a 28.38 today, it meant that I could have gone my short course personal best in the 100 free, which is a 101.25. So that could have been on the cards today had I not messed up the turn, messed up the dive and gotten that on point. But nonetheless, I think it's been a incredibly successful meet. And Saturday, it's really given me confidence that my swimming hasn't gone downhill at all. If anything, it might have gotten a little bit better. And just a little bit more race practice, getting used to racing once more, and yeah, I could be seeing some PBs come Sheffield in October. So really confident from my swimming ability side, but more importantly, I just really enjoyed today. The whole team was there, or a significant chunk of the East Leeds team was there today, which made it really enjoyable. It was really nice to see yeah, so many people there at today's event, and yeah, I just thoroughly enjoyed it. It taught me just how much I've missed racing and spending a Saturday or a weekend on poolside, which yeah is quite mental really, just sitting around a swimming pool for 7 hours today. 7 hours, and yeah, my swims were, yeah, they took 2.5 minutes is how long my swims took today. So yeah, no, fabulous. Thanks to all the organisers at Kenilworth for a fantastic meet. I think that it will be penciled in my diary for 2026. I've enjoyed it that much, and yeah, until the next time, hope you've enjoyed this one, and I'll see you again real soon. That is it for today's video, and if you've enjoyed it, please give it a like. Remember to follow and subscribe for more swimming content, and to swim faster on limited training time, head on over to westcough.com. Otherwise, see you in the next video.